It took me a long time to realize this. But the best thing I ever did for myself was get quiet. Not silent out of anger. Not silent to prove a point. Just quiet. I stopped explaining myself. I stopped trying to be understood by people who already decided not to understand me. Have you ever done that? Have you ever tried to prove your heart to someone who already made up their mind about you? That kind of pain is exhausting. It drains you slowly, not all at once, just little by little. Until one day you realize you've been abandoning yourself, trying to be accepted by people who were never going to hold you right. So I let it go. I stopped trying to convince people I was a good person. Because the truth is, the people who need convincing usually aren't the people meant to stay. I stopped fixing things I didn't break. Stopped apologizing for things that were never mine. Stopped carrying guilt that didn't belong in my hands. And for the first time in a long time, I felt peace. Not loud peace. Not the kind you post about. Not the kind you perform for the world. The quiet kind. The kind that sits beside you when the room is still, when the phone is down, when there's nothing left to distract you from yourself. The kind of peace that asks you gently, why were you trying so hard to be chosen by people who never chose you? That question changed me. Because I realized something I should have known all along. My worth was never up for debate. Not then. Not now. Not in someone else's hands. Not in their approval. Not in their attention. Not in whether they stayed or whether they walked away. I don't need to be seen by everyone. I don't need to be understood by everyone. I just need to be honest with myself. And that's where the strength came from. Not the loud kind of strength. Not the kind that argues, defends, or keeps receipts. The quiet kind. The kind that stands still and knows. The kind that says, I know who I am, even if you don't. And maybe you needed to hear that today. Maybe you've been over-explaining yourself, over-giving, overreaching, overextending your heart, just hoping someone would finally see you the way you saw them. Maybe you've been shrinking just to keep the peace. Maybe you've been calling it love when really it was your exhaustion, begging not to be left alone. But what if the peace you're looking for is on?